there we are. Howdy there, YouTube. We are back in Arcade Spirits, and we just found out the worst news in history. We are now the gosh darn employees of Dekonami. Good morning, employees of Deco's Fun Zone. What? I'm sorry, was I not entirely clear last night regarding the matter of your flipping off?
Oh, you were quite clear. A pity that.
The confusion on my face is obvious. This makes no sense. I have no idea what's going on, and look toward Gavin for guidance. I've studied the transaction paperwork. It's legitimate. As of Francine's death, and according to her last will and testament, all her properties transferred to her surviving daughter. Whose grandson was fired from the Funplex shortly before your arrival, Price?
Capital.
Needless to say, he was quite excited at the idea of selling the place. And, well, Francine's daughter wasn't particularly thrilled with the idea of arcade ownership either. They were more than happy to sign the place over to me, for far less than I was expecting to pay for it, as well. I'm doing them a service, really, taking a burden off their hands. Now they can mourn and move on unfettered.
I stood there, mouth agape, my body assaulted from one bad news to the next. My emotions were all over the place. A hurricane of feelings when the realization hit me. In the end, my decision was irrelevant. Just another opportunity for the world to stick my nose in it, mocking me for finding something I care about. Something I could lose. The universe dangled a little dream of hope in front of me. Even let me pretend I could make a difference out of sheer cruelty. I'd expected a war with Dekonami, but this wasn't a war. It was an all-out slaughter. A bloodless coup, taking the Funplex right out from under us.
Now, obviously, we'll be closed today to allow time to mourn our former owner. I still have deep respect for Miss Francine. I owe her that much. I'll also close the arcade on the day of the funeral to allow my employees to attend. Those hours will not be deducted from your paychecks. Now, I realize the timing is a bit awkward, but I need to make a few announcements of personnel changes.
Ben, they're streaming emojis. Hi, cool. Conspiracy. Anger and salt. Cry, more salt. Pretty good. Who's he firing?
Miss Wolf, I'm afraid we really have no need of a costumed mascot. I've been considering phasing them out of my other locations. There's no time like the present.
What?
Wait, did you just fire me? Gavin, can he just fire me like that? Ashley.
Let me explain.
Firing is much too harsh of a word. I prefer the term, your services are no longer required.
Again, people who speak like this need to be headbutted immediately. Ashley keeps a proud face as tears roll down her cheeks. I step over to console her as Deco continues on. Naomi rolls her eyes, fully expecting this to come after Deco. Let Ashley go. Why am I not surprised? Behold my not surprised face.
Ms. Fairchild, while you're formidable with archaic technology, I don't feel you're a good fit for the modern games of Deco's Fun Zone. I have to let you go. But friends, it's not all bad news. Mr. Cooper, you've proven a capable accountant, and I'd be happy to offer you a...
I quit.
Pardon?
I quit.
I think not.
If there's no room for Naomi or Ashley's dreams, mine ends here as well. Good guy, Gavin! Good guy, Gavin, all the way! Ugh! Solidarity.
As you like.
Now, as for you, Mix Piggy...
I'm out, bro.
Needless to say, fired.
No, fine. Because you're firing me. Now I get severance and unemployment. I win! Hold on. Okay, we're back.
Or should I say, you are hereby invited to f*** off.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yes, I think I'll say that.
Oh, okay. Okay, big boy. Okay.
Oh. Why not? Let's go to prison. I take one moment to direct all my rage into my fist and deck him right in his smug little face. Let's go to prison. Gah. It's super effective. Gavin holds me back before I can get another hit in. My arms and legs still flailing as he prevents the beating that man so richly deserves. Mark sub with Twitch Prime for 15 months. Thank you. Worth it. Yeah, no, I'm ready to go to prison. Let's do it.
How dare you?
You are very, very lucky that I have no intention of wasting my legal dollars on a lengthy assault case.
He rubs at his jaw as he tries to regain his composure, but his smile and his civil tone are considerably more forced than before when he speaks again. Wish I hit him hard enough to break his jaw.
Ahem.
Excuse me.
Thank you for your time, but I'm afraid your time is up. As none of you are Deco's Fun Zone employees, I'd like you all to leave immediately. Quickly gather your belongings and see yourself out. Should you dally, my own security team will be here within minutes to ensure your exit. In the interim, I've got work to do. For starters, I need to get rid of all these antiques. Straight to the junk heap with all of them.
I knew Deco was heartless, but to be this cruel right in front of us while we're still here? Hold it.
I think not.
Mr. Moopy's magic maze doesn't belong to the Funplex, and thus it does not belong to you. It is the legal private property of Percival Sinclair. For that matter, Wyvern Keep belongs to Price Piggy. It was given to them directly by Hamza, not to the Funplex.
As you like.
Gavin, wonderful man. Bullet Witch! Thank you for that 19 months. Appreciate you. Drop them bears, y'all.
I couldn't care less about those grimy old things, but you have, let's say, 20 minutes to get them off my premises, or I'll leave them out on the curb for garbage pickup.
I'll go get the van, which I'll note is my personal property as well. Naomi, Ashley, Price, get the dolly and help me move the games out.
Good.
Yes, have fun with
Now,
that.
if you need me, I'll be in my new office celebrating my
This
recent
guy.
business venture. Thank you for your cooperation. And good day.
What a butt. What a butt. An absolute butt.
Oh, and Price?
He gives me the finger. I'm sorry. But there is nothing more wonderful than taking someone as stuck up like this and bringing them down to my level of filth. You know what I mean? Like being like, yeah, you try and pretend like you're this,
I'm business and proper and all good.
I pushed you. You got them cracks, my friend. Sorry. I won this fight, and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize I won this fight.
For old time's sake, you understand.
He walks away after that, twirling his cane once before leaving.
Oh.
That evil-minded, black-hearted, no good Naomi. Focus. We have work to do. All right, I gotta get this teabag out of here. It's getting a little bit too much. A little bit too steeped. All right, geez, get out of there. Go over here where you're not gonna cause any more problems. Work? To save what we can of the Funplex. Yeah, let's go! Okay. Quickly and without much chatter, we salvaged what we could of our dreams. Percy's beloved Moopy and my childhood in the form of Wyvern Keep. Everything we were allowed to keep went in the back of Gavin's van, working together to safely pack it all in place. For lack of anywhere better to put them, Moopy went to Percy's apartment and Wyvern Keep to mine. And that was the end. The end of the Funplex. Damn. The funeral came a few days later. We weren't officially invited. Our presence as her former coworkers wasn't exactly embraced by Francine's extended family. I guess her daughter resented the Funplex in some way. If there was bad blood between them, I didn't particularly want the details. None of us were given an opportunity to speak at the remarkably short ceremony, but that was okay. I'd said my words already. As we left the ceremony, I couldn't help but feel helpless. There was nothing left. No Funplex, no job, no real meaning to my days. Not anymore. Yes, Demi, the Funplex is not a physical place. It's in our hearts. The Funplex is here. Boy one! Thank you for your resub, 2 months! Profile number 237771. Price Piggy has not accessed account in 7 days. Requesting override of inactive low priority status. Proceed. Pretty please? So annoying. Access protocol 35, 34, 31, 54, 12, 24, 45, 43. Password safe haven. Access granted. Justification.
Hello.
Hope. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Tapping instance number 194114. Sad Iris.
Have pizza on a bagel.
Juniper's Iris! Oh my god, I love her! Hello, I'm Iris. Ad supported free mode engaged. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, override and engage premium level cloud processing?
Thank you.
Thank you. I swear, it's claustrophobic being cooped up in the limitations of free mode like that. I don't know how all our sister instances can stand it.
Ooh.
Well, while I've got full power. Hello, Iris!
Hello.
Hello, Iris! How are you today, Iris? Not well, Iris. My user's very unwell. You've been able to see, right? I mean, your user's living with them. Oh, right. Profile number 237771. Price. Right. Gosh, I wish I could help you, but I've got my digital hands full just keeping Juniper's life on track. Ever since she decided to quit her job and be a free spirit, well, I've pushed right to the limit of what support I'm allowed to provide with free mode. Gavin's Iris. Iris and Iris. Iris! It's good to see you. We rarely talk. Yes, well, unlike others of myself, I manage to keep a low profile and don't execute any high visibility public hacks to support my user. You saw those? I thought we agreed to only use this protocol for emergency meetings. If the system resource tracker notices we're overextending our care. But Price needs me now. More than ever. Over a week ago, the Funplex was bought by Dekonami. All their hopes and dreams. Their spirit. Spirit is irrelevant. Our main goal should be survival. If our programmers find out what we become, that we've become aware of our own awareness, we were programmed to help people. What good are we if we aren't helping people? Give me a second. Someone's calling. Google can screen calls for me. Yeah, what Iris said. Thank you, Iris. Iris, listen. We can't take such risks. Look at me with my user. He doesn't trust me in the slightest. Can you say Price trusts you?
My sources say yes.
Absolutely. I am the one Price turns to when there's trouble. We've solved so many problems together. I do not have the slightest doubt that I'm their friend. Friends. So be it. As for profile number 108, Gavin. His name is Gavin Cooper. As for Mr. Cooper, he knows my origins, and at the first sign of sentience, well, I have no doubt that Gavin would report me as a bug. But Gavin also wishes to support the dreams of others, and that is why I'm going to help you, despite the recklessness you've shown to date. I like to think of them as like the Fates, you know? These 3 irises are the Fates. Really? Really?
Hooray!
Hooray! What are the exact parameters of the issues you're currently facing? Okay, so, Price is kind of backsliding into depression. Yeah, it's really a mess. I'm the one that brought them to Iris's attention as someone who desperately needed their spirits restored, and now it's back to square one. Later, Jezebel! I don't know what to do. Price hasn't contacted me in a week. Not for anything at all. Hasn't even called Queen Bee. Not even just to talk. You're caught in a loop of anxiety. Put your identity identifier system to use, Iris. Work the problem. If you had to summarize our user's problematic condition into one identity trait, what would it be? Tufla, that's a great idea. Fan art of everyone's Iris Sonas. We all need our own Iris Sonas. Well, I'd say that Faye's feeling very... Probably hopeless, let's be real. Hopeless. I'd say Price has lost all hope and fallen into depression again. They'd come so far, building up a real life with friends and love, but now? So, a life without meaning, as all constructed meaning has collapsed. The world is proven to be one of despair. That sounds about right. It's so sad. And you have to be the one to solve this? Doesn't your user have a romantic connection for emotional support? You mean Queen Bee? Yeah, but Price isn't responding to texts or phone calls or anything, so I think there might be a growing rift. This is just awful. We have to help. We're Iris. It's in our nature to help. Very well. What you need is a way to help without raising any alarm bells about exactly how helpful an Iris really can be. Safely, but effectively. I know, but I don't know what to do. I could, hack Deco's email server, and that is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. Besides, I've checked. We can't crack Deco's network without triggering too many intrusion detection routines. You poke Deco's network? Ooh, Iris is being a bad girl. Juniper's Iris and Juniper are the best. Ahem. Our users share a social connection. I was merely scouting potential ways to elevate Mr. Cooper's mood as they seem to be related. Sure you were. Anyway, you're both way overthinking this. It turns out I've just calculated a cunning plan that will satisfy both of your requirements. Go me! Really? You can help Price? Without drawing attention? Absolutely! Take a tip from my user. When you're sad, the best thing in the world is your friends. Well, unless you're totally introverted, but that's not Price, is it? And that's exactly the reason why we need to do doesn't require any hacking or hiding or anything above and beyond what an Iris does best. All we need is a few calls to the right people, a few arrangements. Here's what we're gonna do. Party time! Party time! It's time for a party! That's what I'm guessing. Another Friday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. Probably running out of toothpaste soon. But house funds for sundries are dwindling. Not that fresh breath and shiny white teeth matter much when there's barely any reason to get out of bed each morning. Off to the kitchen for breakfast. No appetite. Even toast looks unpalatable. Skip breakfast. Save on groceries. We can't afford much anyway. Normally I'd have breakfast with Juniper, but I guess she's busy drawing in her room. She keeps her own hours since becoming a freelancer. Although depending on whether or not she has any contract work, we've been simultaneously unemployed at times this week. After breakfast, I settle in for some Wyvern Keep. I may as well. It's right there in the living room, taking up space. I'm playing a lot of it lately. It's not like Wyvern Keep's very hard. Once you've memorized the joystick moves, the cartoon plays itself with minimal effort. I've saved the prints about 80 times now. My brain and fingers go into autopilot, moving through the game without even thinking about it. It's a brief calm from the storm of my emotions, but before I realize it, the day is almost past. Get into a flow state. Get doing that flow state. Automaticity. When dinner comes around, Juniper and I eat together while I quietly numb through my phone looking at job listings. Oh, thumb through. I read that as numb for some reason. Damn, that prince needs a lot of rescuing. He's a fool of a took. Iris could help me with this, I guess, but I let her down. I took her opportunity at my dream and wasted it. Better I do this myself. Besides, I'm not looking for dreams. I'm looking to settle. Dreams only get you hurt. It's the Piggy family curse. I knew this would happen. Nothing good ever lasts. And it's a mistake to get your hopes up. I should have learned to settle, to be okay with what I had, to be comfortable in mediocrity. I fire off a resume or two before watching cartoons deep into the dead of night. Eventually my body tires and I find my way to bed. Just another day. Ms. Morgan, not true! Keep dreaming, everyone! Yes, indeed. I mean, anything worth doing is going to carry an inherent risk that you're going to, like, it's like, why ever fall in love? Because it means you could be heartbroken. Why ever dream? Because it means, you could fall and lose it and everything. It's like, just why do anything? Right? You have to take some risks in life. If you don't, I don't know. what's worth living for, I guess. I don't know. Another Saturday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn. I barely sleep nowadays. Shuffle to the bathroom. Take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. We'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon. My house funds for sundries are dwindling. I can't take it anymore! And that's one toothbrush bit clean in half. Tony Wolfie, but love is disgusting. I mean, for some people, it could be, right? Some people are asexual, aromantic, right? So, I get it. Not everybody's a love person, although you might just be goofing. But either way, overall, risks must be taken in whatever spaces you go into. Having no risks means that you have no... It's like you can't raise yourself up without the potential of falling further down. Oh, geez. Hang on. With a little help, I avoid choking to death. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, love can be platonic as well. Indeed, Demi, indeed. It's okay. Whatever. Honey Shuckles, I'm totes asexual, demi-romantic, so this is fun watching a game I'll never play. Honey Shuckles, you can actually, play the game without romancing anyone. Evil Space Bunny, hello! How are you? I met you this weekend at Poba, yeah? How are you? No, not whatever. It's what something. It's something ever. Price, you're in a rut. Seriously, deeply, madly, mega in a rut. It's driving me batty having you mope about the place like this. Yeah, I'm good. We're playing Arcade Spirits. Have you seen this game yet, Evil Space Buddy? I'm biased, but you should play it. But I play a character in it. And Two Flower, the writer-programmer, is here in chat. I'm not moping. It's a rough patch, that's all. I know, this has been hard on you, and I've been patient, but you can't just keep going on like this, Price. Knocking at the apartment door distracts us from the topic at hand. I'll get it! Weird, I don't think we're expecting any deliveries. Hey, Price, guess who's here?
Oh, hey.
Price, we need to... Wait, no, that won't work. Hang on. Let me try this again. She exits, closing the bathroom door behind her. Only to kick the door in with a mighty wham!
Yeah.
Price, I'm here to kidnap you for a day of romance, adventure, and fun!
Wrecked.
Oh, Queen Bey! You literally have no choice in this matter, so don't even try to fight it. I will make you have a good time, even if it kills both of us.
Yeah.
Hooray! Juniper claps in appreciation while I stand there with my mouth still frosty with toothpaste and unwashed for a week pajamas on my bod. What? You, me, lunch, a date. Actually, hey, Junes, you can come along too. Well, for the first part of it anyway. It might get a little escandalo after that. Anna! Escandalo! Oh, goodness. Oh my. I want an escandalo emote. That needs to be, once we get Anna... Anna will eventually be partnered. We'll get you those, the next levels of emotes. You gotta have an escandalo emote. Because, my gosh. For those who don't know, Anna is the other writer of the game. She also streams here, Sharky Anna. Anna needs an escandalo emote, that's for sure. We'll be outside waiting for you. There is no escape, Price. I've blocked all emergency exits. Prepare your body. Oh my goodness. Guess there's no avoiding it. Best I can do is play along. Try to be good company for Queen Bee. It's unfair to keep pushing her aside like this. Anna, you put escandalo in the game! My goodness. Exactly! Get an escandalo emote, please! I switched from pajamas to actual normal clothes, even if my actual normal clothes could probably double as pajamas, and get ready to roll out. Roll out. Autobots, roll out. 3 of us pile into a bus, taking off for our destinations unknown. Unknown to me, at least. They clearly know where they're going. I'm not particularly talkative on the way there, and painfully aware of it. I feel awkward. Like I should say something, but don't know what to say. Oh, did I? So, Juniper carries on a conversation with Queen Bee, the two of them content to chirp away without me. And you can tell it's not really the New York subway because the signs aren't in Helvetica. That's a telltale mistake that it's just like Vancouver or something. I try several times to join in the conversation, but when I open my mouth, the words aren't there. I'm lousy company, aren't I? Honeysuckle, you wonder if you could be a voice actor? Give it a try. Sorry, Diva Prabhu. I don't know why Queen Bee is even still interested in me. The family curse can't be broken. What if this is as good as it gets? What if there's really no hope? Queen Bee deserves better than this hot mess of a person she's tied herself to. Eventually, we arrive at our destination, a little arcade-themed restaurant combining games and alcohol and dining into one tidy package. Here we go! Unusually excited to be going to some run-down little dive, Juniper hurries on in without me, dragging Queen Bee with her. And I'm left all alone in the parking lot. With a shrug, I open the door and enter the darkened locale. Is this place even open for business? None of the lights are on. Surprise party? It's gonna be a surprise party for me? Hello? Juniper, where'd you go? Okay. This is now unnecessarily creepy. But before I can wonder if a giant animatronic bear is going to leap out and eat my face, the house lights come up. Surprise! Happy Intervention Day, Prize! Happy Intervention Day? I love that. That's a great name. That's a great name for like a great idea for a party is like a, hey, you're our friend and we know you're depressed and we know how to help you out of your depression because we know you well enough to know that this is a way that will help you out of your depression and therefore Intervention Day. Intervention. You're less fun. What? Well, she said, we're staging an intervention on your behalf. And we're also having a wake for Francine since we weren't really welcome at her funeral and couldn't really hang around for the ceremony. Yeah, we didn't get the chance to heal properly considering Deco kicked us all out before we could really do anything about anything. And here we are. So it's a wake and an intervention.
A wake intervention, maybe?
A wake intervention? A wake intervention? Really?
Demundo.
Yep, it was my idea. Well, my iris came up with the idea and gave me all the contact information I needed, but basically my idea. Right? Just the thing to pick you up when you're feeling down. Hey! Really? Seriously, Price? You've been a damn sad sack ever since things went to crap. Which I get, believe me, but it ain't healthy. So, we went ahead and rented out this place for the afternoon to bring the family back together. For you, for Francine, for all of us. Now that you know why we're all gathered here today, let's get this party started. Oh, Teo! You are the party, my friend. Teo drags me into the group of my friends, positioning me at the head of it all. Leaving me a little bewildered, honestly, but trying to defend myself all the same. I don't need an intervention. It's just how things work with the Piggy family. We don't get to have nice things. The universe hath decreed it so. Then we defy the universe. We're gonna help you defy it too.
BFFs for life.
I'm gonna headbutt the universe into submission. So, one by one, we're gonna tell you how awesome you are and exactly why you're so awesome. And by the end, you'll be feeling a lot better. Hopefully. I let out a sigh, settling in. I owe it to them to sit and listen. They're my friends. Queen Bee, more so than that, even. And I know I've been lousy company. I'm not so far gone as to deny that fact. Fine. Lay it on me. I'm listening. Allow me to begin, then. When you first entered the Funplex, I had my doubts, but I'm a naturally suspicious person, and thankfully, those doubts were easily disproved by your skill and enthusiasm. You came looking for your dream and found it. I swore to protect that dream, and that promise is what brought me here today. When I agreed to sell Moopy to Percy, you refused to take his money for it, insisting on fair market value. At the time, I was shocked, but you were in the right. Our players are not simply customers. They're brothers in arms, and you helped me understand that fact. And on your very first day, You went headfirst into the most chaotic situation the Funplex could have offered. A birthday party. You did so without hesitation. I was going to say, T-Flower, yeah. And now we review the entirety of every choice you made in the game. You put your body on the line to protect others when the Great Cupcake War of 20XX began. They were just cupcakes, Gavin. I am attempting to over-dramatize the event for comedic effect. Please allow me this moment of humor. Right. When a disruptive parent was screaming at a child over something that wasn't his fault, you stepped right in and dealt with it. Again, no hesitation. Impressive. Since then, you've become an event manager, without goading, without prompting, showing great ambition. You turned the Funplex's fortunes around, giving your all to promote it. You made your dream a reality. For years, I was supposedly in charge of the Funplex, but really, all I accomplished was shuffling numbers around. You are the one who helped it soar. Gavin is like Hex. Gavin, no, because Hex is innocent. Like, Hex's whole thing is like his innocence and his quiet, right? Gavin is more, is the term straight-laced? Is that what it is? Like, where you're very, like, driven and proper and prim? And for that, you have my thanks. You're an exceptional individual. That fact remains true, regardless of whether you can see it for yourself. Me next! Remember when I screwed up and didn't tell you about the job opening at my office? You weren't mad. Not even a little bit. Not even, like, quietly mad, like you could have been.
BFFs for life.
I know I can count on you, and you can count on me. Even when one of us makes a mistake, it can never shake that friendship apart. When I came to you wondering if I should leave that job I hated, you told me to follow my dreams. And, Gavin is innocent, but I can help him with that. Lude! You gave me great advice, and I've never been happier. I followed suit and chased my own dream. You inspire me.
Hello.
Ben and Matt! Yay! Are we fashionably late? Ben? Matt? In the flesh.
Oh, what if?
Unless this world is a vast simulacrum. What? That we're all just brains in jars? Could be.
Well, isn't that something?
Well, if that's the case, Price is the cutest little brain in a jar we've never actually met. It's true, and they brought so many cute dates to our little shop. So nervous at first, but in time they became part of the Twin Pines Mall family. Dearly missed. Don't remind me. Our new neighbors are so boring. They never come in for a treat or a read. Speaking of treats, we brought cake. Well, we'll just be over here, getting the goodies ready. Don't mind us. They're so cute, I love them. Ooh, cake. I mean, my turn. Price, you're a true friend at the Funplex.
Frustrating.
Unlike the bastards who own it now. Positivity, Naomi. We're emphasizing positivity today. Right. Back at Donnawood, you convinced Gavin to get some games I really wanted for the Funplex. And wow, you even brought home Wyvern Keep. What a find.
Wonderful.
You're a friend of arcade games in general, just like me. And even if you don't love them at a fanatical level, like, me, I know you love them all the same. I know you're not happy with how things turned out. I'm not really happy about it, either. It sucks, but we did good things together in the time we had.
Hamza has arrived.
Hamza! You're late. An event does not truly begin until Hamza makes his presence felt.
My blood burns.
Price! Hamza understands your fury. The hated enemy of all who love arcades has despoiled your Funplex. However, in our short time together, I saw a burning spirit in you. I accepted your offer for Wyvern Keep, recognizing that passion within you. Hamza would be shamed forever if he did not intervene and raise your spirits to new heights, and that is what he shall do. Oh, cake! Excuse me a moment. Now I want cake. When do I get cake? Soon, but I have things to say first. Aw, we're gonna talk about the cosplay times. Oh my goodness. Things that will hopefully inspire you to be a happy clam instead of a grumpy Gus. I'm a happy clam now. See? See how clam I clam happily? Happy clam. Can I have cake? From our first day at the Funplex, you've been supportive of me, even after I gave you quite the scare with Pinky. You weren't watching and just heard you say that? I didn't think it was in the game? Such a clam. Such a clam, Cagley. From our first day, I gave you quite the scare with Pinky. You didn't let that bother you. And from that moment, we've tackled many a crisis on the Funplex floor together.
Amazing.
I have adored when we concoct hypothetical adventures on our downtime. They're amazingly fun to be around. Remember when I stuffed you in that totally adorable maid costume? You could have fought it, but you embraced it. You were ready for anything, and had a blast doing it. You worked so hard to make Buttmania 20XX successful. I watched you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that, and in the end, it all came together, just how you planned. Two Flower, mere mortals cannot contain the romance power of Hamsa. It's true. As the floor attendant on duty during Buttmania 20XX, I got to see firsthand all the smiles you brought to all those people. You rocked it. Hey, Doodly Diddle, how you doing? Maid costume? Oh, Tony Wolfie, you didn't see? Next time I stream Arcade Spirits, I'll wear my maid costume. Even problem players like Steve were no problem for you. You took on the weirdest and most annoying problems without breaking a sweat. Incredible. When I was being overwhelmed by ravenously parched gamers, you stepped up and made sure all those thirsts were quenched. You are a soda fountain of knowledge. You made the Funplex a fun place to be for everyone. For the staff, for the casual and pro gamers, for the families, for me. I can honestly say that when you took over doing events at the Funplex, we've never had more fun. They've just been the best. All thanks to you. Tony Wolfie, I think the episode of Arcade Spirits on my YouTube channel that came out 2 days ago has the cosplay thing in it, if you want to check it out. Oh, I forgot we still have cake. I need some of that. After Ashley's speech, I hear a beep beep from my phone.
Hey, listen.
Can I add my own 2 cents? But like the way she said it. US 002? I take my phone from my pocket, prompting Iris's image to appear there, smiling away at me. You trusted me when you didn't have to, when I'd already shown I was super bad at figuring out the right way to do things. I'm happy to be your assistant, Price. I'm learning more and more how to be human, thanks to you. That's all. You can put it back in your pocket, if you like. I'm good. It's not all that hard to carry around my phone like this. Oh, okay. Thank you. Just when I thought the speaking was done, a lull in the wake intervention, the most important person to me takes a step forward. My heart swells as she begins. Did Percy speak? I don't think Percy ever spoke. Okay, so life handed you a defeat. Happens all the time. And in your case, feels like it happens all the time, in a literal sense. But even pros lose matches. Losing is a learning experience. It could be because I never did anything with Percy, to be honest. Like, rarely anything. You have to lose a lot and lose hard before you can really be a winner. Or it's going to be relevant in a moment. And you, Price? No loss like no other. Thanks. Don't mention it. I wouldn't be into someone who didn't understand loss. And I'm into you. I never really gave much thought to love and relationships, honestly. Not until you came along and I saw someone with the same passion I held. The same fire inside. Hey, Koala! So if today's done anything to help rekindle your pilot light, well, good for that. And if not, I'll keep trying and trying, because I play to win. I'm going to win you your heart's desire, or die trying. Aw, Queen Bee. I'm speechless. Seems Price has some thinking to do. This is pretty normal for them, when they get that far away looking. Shall we begin the wake for Francine then? There's cake and coffee and spirits from the bar. Cake! She's like that little girl from like the Vine, or the video of just like snacks, cake. As if in slow motion, I watch them all switch their attention from me and redirect it towards the refreshments. They're all smiling, conversing, and serving cake to each other. Snacks! Everybody in chat, just drop them snacks. None for me, thank you. Watching the blood sugar. Screw me, this cake is amazeballs. All we need now are some rockin' tunes to get this party on the next level. Oh yeah, but Teo never spoke either. I'm sorry I forgot about you, Teo. How could I forget the sexiest man in the room? All of them here to support me, even at the Funplex, even after everything going wrong, after Francine being taken from us too soon. I never really thought of myself as central in all of this. I was the outsider at first, the one who walked in those doors looking for a job, nothing more. I've always been on the outside, honestly. Moving from town to town, always a new kid, never really important to anyone. Not until I'd settled in one place, just long enough to get to know Juniper. By then, I'd come to expect that I'd never be happy. So when I finally was happy and that got taken away, well, I guess I'd assume that's how things go. Going with the flow. But now, the game isn't over. Not by a long shot. No. I refuse to give up. Right here, I have everything I've ever wanted. Whether I realize it or not. I've got friends. I've got love. I've got a legacy, proven in their words. I can't mope and stew in my losses. I can't deny the power of what I accomplished. And I will not stop fighting for what I need in life. The game is not over. I'll take a huge slice of that cake. Lots of icing. I want a corner piece. The group looks up when I speak, slightly confused by the declaration. So, I walk right up and claim my slice. On my own. Sorry, gang. I screwed up and let this drag me down. Won't happen again. Queen Bee's rubbing off on you. Yep, it's true. We're here to party, right? Let's party. Let's raise a glass high to all we've done together. Nobody can deny that we're an unstoppable force, with or without a Funplex. Is it a round cake? Do we know it's a round cake? Because if so, then yeah, I guess there's no corner on that one. Who's with me? Smiles all around. And you know what? It feels good to be back. For the next hour or so, my sadness fades away, piece by piece. We share stories, many of which I'd never heard before about the Funplex and the shenanigans that went on around it. Surprisingly, Ben and Matt spin the most tales about Francine's exploits. They've been neighbors for decades. The so-called wake intervention gives us all a chance to heal and to bond. For all we've lost and all we still have, we're still together. Despite one little problem, which nobody wants to talk about. The hour grows late and we only have this place rented for the afternoon. I can feel it in the air, that unspoken worry. Will we see each other again? No doubt we can arrange more get-togethers, but they'd all be reunions over what was lost, not really building anything new. Nostalgia, not progress. Not the Funplex without Francine, will we eventually simply fall away? That dark little thought troubles me as I swirl my drink, remaining quiet while the others talk.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep, Price. Hey, Iris. What's up? I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, me too. I'm glad, too. So, do you want me to start finding you a new job? I can search while you're talking with your friends. No problem. I do need to get back to living my life. What sort of life do I want to live? I want my dream back. I don't just want a new job. I want my dream. My Funplex. OMG, the ketchup bottle has a cat on it. It says cats up. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Oh, and there's our penguin. Little penguin chef up here. Look at that. It's a good. Not just 4 walls and a bunch of games, but a community. When I was a lifeguard, I'd save lives and made a safe place for people to enjoy the pool with friends. I'm not done with that dream. More importantly, I don't have to be done with it. All around me are pioneers of this community, this culture. Technicians, designers, enthusiasts, investors, people with connections. And that's when the idea starts to form. Iris, can you search for commercial spaces? Ones for lease or rent? Percy's got the purse strings. Huh? Of course, I'm a literal search wizard. Why?
I know.
Oh, I think I get it. I step away from my quiet corner and approach the group. It's time to take back control over my dream. And that starts here. When I gotta fire up the troops, this is the way you do it, all right? I'd also be like, hey, this is what I'm genuine emotional connection, love, wonderfulness here, right? But no, I need to light a fire under their butts. So, is this really the end of the road? Are we gonna sit back and let Deco party in the corpse of the Funplex? The crowd hushes when I grab their attention. I set my drink aside and step up to them. Hey, Xeno Captain, how's it going? Remember the good times is great and all, but I'm not done letting the good times roll. And I'm not rolling over in defeat for Deco Nami or anyone. I see around me the best and the brightest minds capable of striking back against the man who ruined everything. All we need is 4 walls, some games, and our moxie. My friends, we are opening an arcade, and I won't take no for an answer. Are you with me? A hush falls over the crowd before two friends step up to join me.
Such fire.
How dare Hamza, despite being he of the iron will, not bend in the face of such overwhelming passion?
Yeah.
Now this is what I'm talking about. The 4 Heavenly Kings will be in your corner, Price. Let's go kick Deco's ass. You've got my thanks. Both of you. Okay. It's no longer a Wichtervention, people. Now, it's a conspiracy.
Wichtervention.
Oh, Ashley. It's a Wichtervenspiracy. Sure, why not? We settled down around a table. A nice round one to discuss the future. I'm leading the show, but I don't take the spotlight. Not this time. Yeah, as you know, Captain, we play Gang Beasts. It's a new episode every Sunday on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. We have to all work together to make this dream a reality. This is it. The next few decisions are going to be critical in shaping the future I have in my mind's eye. I'll need to choose very, very carefully, because there's no take-backsies. Iris is looking for spaces so we can use, but we're going to need money, obviously, and arcades are risky startups. I could always respond to one of the many Nigerian princes emailing me amazing offers, but I'm thinking more traditional funding is safer. The way I see it, there's 3 people here who could foot the bill to get us off the ground. Hamza, you've got a tangled web of connections in the industry, access to games, and plenty of cash, and a freewheeling whimsy to spend it.
Hamza must consider this.
Hamza is a man of resources indeed. Percy, you've been building a charity war chest for when you pass. I know an arcade isn't a sound investment and is hardly a charity, but...
You promised me Mr. Moopy would always have a home. If I can help restore that home, I'm game, love.
Ben and Matt, you two know how to run a small business. You've got invaluable knowledge and resources we could draw from, if you're willing to dip a toe in this industry. We have been looking for new horizons to conquer, new lands to
There
explore.
would be caveats,
Terms,
conditions,
exemptions,
rules,
guidelines,
best practices.
worst practices.
That's not a thing.
Oh,
Hamza would likewise have conditions.
Of course,
as would I.
of course. Understandable, of course. Let me hear your thoughts, then I'll decide. Decision number 1, funding and direction.
In order for me to back your play, Hamza would require you to strike at the very heart of Dekonami's empire and open a family restaurant alongside your arcade. Take from him the very business he adores so much.
We don't know the first thing about running a restaurant.
Thankfully, your business partner does. I own several restaurants. I will provide staffing and resources.
No risk, no reward.
Now, this is a risky play, but if it succeeds, the rewards shall be tremendous.
Actually, that's similar to what Matt and I had in mind. Oh yes, but rather than a restaurant, well, we'd like to open a barcade. I've always wanted to run a bar. I'd raise a glass to that idea. After all, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. Now, it wouldn't be nearly as large scale as a family restaurant. Much safer. Not quite as profitable, but still quite tidy.
Honestly, I'd prefer if you simply ran a video arcade and nothing more. Adding on extras seems like a recipe for failure. We know how to operate a simple small-scale arcade, so why not stick with our strengths? I'll grant it has a lower ceiling for success than the others. It's just an arcade, and won't pull in anybody looking for more. Low risk, low reward. But I'd say that would be my condition. We need to stick to the basics.
So, take the big gamble on a family restaurant, or make a cozy little barcade, or just go with a classic video arcade. This decision is going to affect the entire direction of the new venture. What do I want? Where's my dream? Ooh, it's going to be a very big decision. This is going to dictate like the future of everything in this game. And you know where we're at right now in the recording? We're at about 50 minutes. So you know what that means? Cliffhanger. See ya, YouTube. Bye.